Callsign Echo-7 inch. It was supposed to be a routine NATO exercise over the Black Sea. Captain Mason Clark, Callsign Echo-7, was a decorated American F-35 pilot with 1,500 flight hours and no disciplinary record. That morning, June 18, he had taken off from Mikhail Kogalniceanu Air Base in Romania for a joint air patrol alongside Romanian and British aircraft. Their mission was simple: simulate a defensive intercept near NATO airspace, avoiding escalation with Russian forces known to be operating just over the border. But the weather was turning. Radar interference from a growing storm cell disrupted comms intermittently. What nobody realized, not Mason, not his wingmen, and not the overworked NATO command team monitoring the drill, was that a real Russian bomber group had been dispatched in the same air corridor for a nuclear readiness drill. Clark's onboard targeting system had briefly misclassified one of the incoming Tu-160 Blackjacks as a hostile contact in active targeting mode. This error was likely caused by a combination of radar jamming and a software glitch from a recently updated threat recognition algorithm, part of a new NATO AI-powered defense suite still in testing. At 9:47 Universal Time Coordinated, believing he was acting under rules of engagement that allowed preemptive defense within 30 nautical miles of Allied airspace, Clark fired a single AIM-120 round. The missile struck one of the Russian bombers. Within minutes, chaos unfolded. Moscow's early warning systems interpreted the engagement not as an isolated incident, but as a coordinated NATO strike. Their airborne command post, already in the air due to their drill, authorized strategic response protocols. Simultaneously, NATO scrambled jets in Poland, Germany, and Norway, assuming this might be a Russian feint to cover a wider air incursion. Diplomatic channels were jammed, literally and figuratively, by electronic warfare and years of eroded trust. Each side moved to DEFCON 2 equivalents in under 30 minutes. Then Kaliningrad lit up, not with weapons, but radar and anti-air defenses going fully hot. Russian hypersonic missile platforms were loaded. In retaliation for the bomber, they struck an empty NATO radar installation in eastern Poland. NATO mistook this for the first strike. Within 90 minutes of the misfire, the first city, Lublin, was hit. By noon, Moscow had gone dark under a NATO cyber assault. The U.S. National Security Council had been evacuated. And in bunkers across Europe, command centers asked the same question: how did this start? The answer was just 4 characters long. Echo-7. And Mason Clark, grounded and detained by Allied forces, was watching it all unfold on a muted TV in a concrete briefing room, whispering the same thing over and over. "I thought it was just a drill.